Hey guys, welcome to another video with Mel and Sean. We are the Dias fam, and today we're taking you on a trip because we've got the afternoon off and we are going shopping. So we have so much to do for our property, like it's unbelievable. I mean, we're not even doing the actual building work, right? But we have so much to get, and I just don't even know where to start. So we need to get the windows and the doors for the loft, and that's like our main priority, but we're also going to do a bit more shopping as well. We want to see some furniture. We need to start thinking about interior design. So right now we're outside a place called First Folding and Sliding Doors. It's a place in Perivale, which is West London, if you guys are, know London. And so we thought we'd come and have a look because they have these really nice thin aluminium doors and windows. And so we wanted to get something similar. And we got a few quotes online, and then we thought, you know what, we actually need to see what we're looking at. Initially the quotes were a little bit expensive, and so we thought we'll go and have a look. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can stay on top of all the latest news and follow our journey.
Come along, guys.
Okay, so we're back. We just finished at the showroom and we've got loads and loads of thoughts. Actually, it's changed our minds. Having a look on Instagram and seeing it online is so different to seeing something in person. Actually, we got a quote, and the quote that we got was super expensive because of the thickness of the frame around the window, and actually we had no idea that made such a big difference to the price. It's literally like 3 times the price that we were planning on budgeting for, so it was a bit of a red flag. But when we spoke to the guy in the showroom, he was really, really helpful, and he explained that to us, and he showed us some other options which are a little bit of a thicker frame, but are literally, half or even a third of the price. So that's great.
I think the biggest revelation for me was the difference between the bifold doors and the sliding doors. Definitely thought that we were going to go for bifold doors, but actually looking at it and comparing that to the sliding doors, I actually prefer the sliding doors. One of my concerns with the sliding doors was that it might not be safe. What if someone gets a shovel and then derails the door and then is able to walk in, or just throw something at the door, the pane of glass? And he was just explaining that that's not necessarily an issue. They've got safety features now. The glass is toughened glass now, and it just looks a lot nicer than the bifold door.
So I always wanted the sliding doors. I mean, everybody keeps talking about the bifolds these days because they open out. And I get, like, obviously when you open out, it looks fantastic. But we live in England, guys. We'll never get to open them. And if we do get to open them, it will literally be for like a month at max. So I wanted the sliding doors so that we could have more of the window and less of the actual kind of pane around the window. And then obviously all the light will come in. There is going to be one of the panes that won't be able to obviously slide because everything has to slide into it. But that's like a small thing compared to the benefit of all the extra light that you get from not having all the different panes of the glass.
So also remember, guys, if you're thinking about buying a bifold door, it's not just how many panes of doors that opens. It's also how far out does the door go into the patio area, and it takes up quite a lot of space. So if you've got a small garden, or you're planning on having a fire pit or a table or something near the door, you need to remember that it cannot get in the way of where the doors will open. It's a lot of wasted space that you get if we were to go for the bifold door, because our garden's not very big.
Let us know your thoughts. Comment below on what you think and whether we should have bifolds or sliding doors, and also what color. So I'm thinking anthracite, like dark gray type of thing, seems to be really in at the moment. He doesn't know what I'm talking about, but he's not doing the interior design. I am. So I think we're going to go now because we're off to our next location, and we're going to go to Next Home. We're going to check out some sofas, we're going to check out some interior design stuff, and start to think about what we want to do. Let's go.
So we've just turned up to Next Homes.
We're going to go with like a modern contemporary theme for our place. And so what we want to do is make sure that we have furniture that's kind of sleek lines, and you can kind of see the feet of the sofas. That type of thing is like typically contemporary. But we haven't really decided on a colour yet, so we kind of have to work that through still. And we'll probably go for something maybe grey, maybe mint kind of colour, or if we're feeling bold, we might go with a green, but let's see. I have to convince him still. from Next Home, and we haven't actually been to Next Home before. When we had a little look around there, it was good to like see things in person, because I spent a lot of time like looking at things on the website, but they haven't got everything there. We were thinking that we probably need leather sofas in our open plan room, because obviously that's where people are going to be cooking and everything, so probably going to be like, you know, smells from the cooking. So just in case, we might get leather there, but then we'll put fabric sofas in our front room. So what were your thoughts having been to Next Home? What do you think?
I don't know. Like I wasn't really impressed with any of their sofas. I think the one thing that we have learnt today is that it is so important to go and see products, because it's one thing looking at it online, and then or taking a picture from Instagram, sending it to a supplier, and then getting them to quote it.
Friday afternoon shopping, in hindsight, not a good idea. We had the after school traffic, we had the after work traffic. It was a nightmare. We managed to get to two places. We had like 4 or 5 on the list.
I'm driving tomorrow.
Tomorrow we're going to head to DFS, and they've also got Dwell within the DFS, so we're going to check that out near where we live, and maybe we'll have a bit more luck tomorrow as well. Guys, so we're back in the car today, and we're on day 2 of shopping, and so we were pretty happy with the windows and the doors place we went to yesterday, so we're going to stick to furniture today. We're going to hit DFS, and we're going to really be looking out for some contemporary furniture, exposed legs, thin lines, you know, that type of thing. And also we haven't quite decided on the colour, so we'll be looking for a bit of inspiration on that too. And obviously Sean's driving today too, so less moaning from me, and you know, we should be a happier day. So let's see how it goes.
Babe, we kind of forgot our masks, so I'll go get them.
Yeah, let's go get them. We're back. So we're now on the way to DFS. We've had quite a lot of looking online as well for sofas, and so there's Sofology that we've had a look online. They look really, really good. A couple of our mates have also bought from there, so you know, that could be a good option as well. And also there's like My Furniture, there's obviously made.com, and there's the Lounge Company. So there's quite a lot of places that we've had a look online. And so we just want to see some things in person, because with a lot of those companies you can't always go and see it in person, and obviously you want to be able to sit on the sofa, test it out, see what the material feels like. And also DFS have a range called Dwell, and that's like more modern and contemporary furniture, so we really, really liked it. That's where we got the table from, the table that I literally like fell in love with, and we couldn't keep it in the end. So in an ideal world, we'll probably want to get a corner sofa for our front room, because that's going to be like the TV room, where it'll be like comfy and cozy. And then for the other room, in the open plan room, we might either get a small corner sofa or like a 3 or 4 seater sofa, and then probably like an armchair and or a snuggler on the side, so that would be quite cozy and nice, but still it'll give us the flexibility to like move furniture around and stuff when people come round, and if we have to accommodate for bigger groups.
So I don't know what the colour or the type of sofa we're gonna get is, but what I do know is how I want it to feel, so I will be sitting on all the sofas.
So we found some sofas that we really, really love. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And we weren't expecting it either, but we walked like literally all the way around DFS. Then we walked to Dwell at the back as well, and it was so good. So we found some sofas that we really, really like love in a like leather. And so we got talked into basically getting the leather for our open plan kitchen area because of the smells, but also just because of the durability. But we managed to find like a contemporary leather sofa in the Dwell range, and so that was like super, super nice. We haven't bought it yet. We just want to, you know, check the measurements. We've learned from our last mistake when we bought a table on an impulse buy. So we're gonna go back to the house, check the measurements, see what the space is now that obviously the open plan is kind of there. And so we're gonna check what it looks like. We also got an accent chair, and it's such a beautiful chair. I want it in orange, but Sean said no, so we won't get it in orange, but we'll get it, you know, to match the kind of interior design. We can't rearrange the whole design style around an orange chair, I was told.
That's right.
Yeah. So
You know, we spent 4 hours picking that design for the kitchen. I'm not going back and changing it now.
tell the guys about the chair that you found. It was your rocking chair, wasn't it?
Yeah. So it was the rocking chair that we have footage for, and I think it's great.
It's an old man chair. It's literally like a modern rocking chair.
And your point. But I don't think it's going to fit with the sofas and the area unless I can find it. At least I can put it somewhere else in the house, which is plausible. We could potentially do that, but it's not a priority for right now. I think our priority is to make sure that we have some sofas for when we move in. Otherwise we won't have anything.
Sitting on the floor. I basically, I cannot say no. I'm like really, really bad, right? So if a salesperson is with us, I just can't say no. So Sean has to be the one that's like, okay, actually, we really like this, but we're not going to do this yet. We're just going to come back. And so otherwise, I would have put a bloody deposit down.
I'm very good at saying no. I like it.
Yeah. So we got him to say no, basically. Like, not no, but just not now. We need to have a bit more time. So we're going to have a comparison online as well. We're going to have a look at Sofology, because that's one of the places we also really like. See if we can get a similar thing, and if it's cheaper, if it's not cheaper, then we'll come back to Dwell here. And actually the prices were not too bad. So this beautiful tub chair that we found is only £300, and it's like in a nice soft velvet, and it's so comfy as well. So we didn't find the sofas that we wanted for our front room, but we got a really good idea of like making it into like a cinema type room. You know, everyone could just come and sit there and put their feet up and stuff.
That's what I want.
That's what he wants. When we were looking, we were really flip-flopping between literally leather or fabric, and I think we kind of have a better idea now, but we're really not really sure what we wanted. And so what are your thoughts, guys? Tell us in the comments below. Would you prefer leather in your main open plan room, or would you prefer fabric? Tell us what you think.
And I certainly flip-flopped. I've walked in thinking, oh yeah, leather's great. Then halfway through the store I was like, no, leather's horrible. And now I think we're gonna go with leather. But yeah, so let us know what you think. So is this the end of our shopping, or will we continue on Monday, or is this it?
I think this is it.
Okay, let's just close that then.
Yeah. Hang on a sec. Something happened, right? So we went home on Saturday. We were like, yeah, love these sofas. We're going to go for it. And then on the Monday, we also had the Monday off. So we're like, you know what? Let's just have a look at some other places. I found out that Sofology actually has a showroom in Brent Cross, which is super close to us. And so we were like, oh, let's just go and have a look. And obviously what happened, we fell in love with some sofas at Sofology, and they were like way better than the ones we found at DFS. So we then basically decided, okay, we like this, but we didn't want to make a rash decision. We needed to go back to the house and measure it. So literally this morning, we went back to the house, we measured everything up, and we've decided on what we want. So we're now going to take you guys inside Sofology. We're going to show you some of the things we saw, and also the ones that we're going to go with, and the different colours. Oh, and we've got Uncle Joe with us here as well. That's Sean's dad. Say hi.
Hiya.
Who's been patiently waiting with us all day. So we're going to go and pick out the sofas. Let's go. So, we're back. And we did it! So, we got our sofas.
We had to go to the house this afternoon because we needed to obviously make our measurements to make sure that we're actually buying a sofa that can actually fit into the room. Thank God we did that because our original choice of sofa was far too big. So we amended it. They have the size that we need in order to put into our little TV room and our open plan room. And yeah, I think I'm quite happy with our choice. The sofa that we got for the TV room, we got it from the Illinois range. The color is Toronto grey, which is a quite. It's not as grey. It's not a grey, but it's a nice light grey. It's super comfy. And one side reclines, which my dad says that's going to be his seat.
Everybody's arguing over that seat. And then that one is going to be in our front room, so in our TV room. That one is like a suede type of kind of feeling. So it's not leather, and it is fabric, but it's not a kind of rough fabric. It's like a suede fabric. And then on the other room, for our open plan room, we picked out the Capriana sofa, and we've just gone for a 3-seater. That room is quite small, and we just want to see the space before we start to fill it with loads more kind of sofas and stuff. And so we just put a 3-seater in. That one we put in leather because we were a little bit worried about, food stains and hands and all that sort of stuff, because that's obviously in our open plan kitchen area. And also we were a bit worried about smells, from cooking kind of filtering into the furniture in that room. And that one we went for was like a lead grey, so it was a bit more of a pale grey. And we just want that sofa to kind of sit in the background a little bit, because there is obviously the kitchen, the island, all that stuff is going to be the kind of centre of attention.
We're not surprisingly far off Christmas. So we were told that we're not going to be able to get our sofas until mid-January. So I said to Mel that we probably need to buy some bean bags,
literally,
and some chairs for us to sit in until the sofas come.
It's so annoying because we came last week, and I think she said it was like it could come just before Christmas if you ordered it last week. So annoying, like literally 1 week later. Today we're shooting, it's the 19th of September, so to have it 18 weeks away, it's just ridiculous, but what can we do? And that's it really. So thank you guys for watching our pretty much like a 3-day shopping vlog. And we finally got here, we finally got the sofas that we wanted. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this, found it useful. Let us know what your thoughts are about sofas and what you're getting if you're planning on doing any shopping. Comment in the comments below what you think about what we decided to get. See you next time.